So let's go ahead and bring in our featured artist of the week. Speaking of rock and roll, let's let's bring in Mr. Rick Mercer. Ricky Mercer. Do you prefer Rick or Ricky? Probably should have asked that beforehand.
That's better, Rick. Rick, whatever you want.
Cool. I thought I saw Ricky somewhere, like Ricky Mercer music or something like that. But
Rick W. Mercer. Rick Mercer. Rick W. Mercer, whatever.
Cool, man. So how you doing?
Pretty good, man. Thanks. Sorry, but someone was at the door there and I got a yeah.
Yeah, that was funny. That we're all like, whoa, what?
That would be my big mouth, everybody. What a good introduction. That would be. How you doing?
Why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself? Give us your spiel when you tell people about you and your music and what you do, and then go ahead and introduce the song "Louisiana Cajun Girls Rock," which we're going to take a little snippet, listen to. And then we're going to come back and get deeper with Dave.
Oh yeah.
Okay, how you doing, folks? My name is Rick W. Mercer. I'm a songwriter, guitar player, and I have a lot of songs out there now. This particular song is called Louisiana Cajun Girls Rock.
Cool.
Am I hired?
And fired.
Perfect.
Go ahead, Rob, whenever you're ready. Yeah, let's play Louisiana Cajun Girls Rock. We'll let Dave take the rest of this.
Delta blues playing, that blues harp wailing, girls getting down to that rockin' Delta sound. Hot Cajun Katie, that sexy southern lady, oh yeah. God bless the South, Louisiana Cajun girls rock.
Louisiana Cajun Girls Rock. I would have to agree, although, I've been married a long time and, I really don't know. But I think people down there rock a lot. I was able to go to New Orleans when I was a kid to Mardi Gras when I was like 14 years old. And I remember just being like, wow. And then, I just had a lot of experience down the South personally. So your song really resonated with me. I thought it was a great tune. Nice and rocky and, like I told you in the green room before, nice and polished and solid and great stuff, man. It really stood out to me. Now we're going to get deeper with Dave.
Okay, here we go. Deeper with Dave.
Deeper with Dave. Yeah. You guys.
I'm going way too fast for Rob tonight.
No, that's all right. Yeah, I mean, after midnight, it gets really deep. But,
sorry about cutting you in there when you're talking. Someone was at my door of all times.
No, that's all right, man. So, Rick, man, we were talking before the show, and it was a very pleasant conversation, by the way. So you're up in Ontario, Canada,
yeah,
and you're playing Southern blues rock music.
Well,
Please explain for the listeners.
I'm a blues fan. We play the blues festivals and the Rib Fests. I mean, I don't care about playing bars a lot. I grew up in the bluegrass and blues and everything, so I want to stick with that. But I wrote all these songs, and I just wanted to get them out there. I'm not playing the stuff live yet, my own stuff, because I would like to put a whole band together. This is just a 2-man operation recording this material right now. So to actually go do it live, I would like to put a solid band together with a good French singer, another guitar player that can play lead as well, to do guitar harmonies, and so that kind of stuff. And that'd be kind of cool, I think.
Okay, and then you were also saying that you actually recorded this stuff about 5-6 years ago, but you kind of considered it a demo, and you're actually like, you re-recorded everything, remixed it. Is that what happened? And then why did you do that? Like,
because the demos were demos, and they were just limited. They weren't. I didn't want to put stuff out there that's not polished. I mean, I don't believe in, like, how are you going to shop a demo when people want to hear something decent? So I tried to re-record everything and do the best I can, and now I have a system where I do all my guitar parts at home now, and it's totally efficient. I just send everything off to the studio guy and say, I want the drums like this. Steve Henry's a friend of mine. He owns a studio, and he's a great musician. He plays bass, drums, guitar. So I have everything in one package there. It's working well so far.
well, that's cool. I mean, my thoughts on this, we actually played part of the song, I think, I don't know, 2-3 months ago. It was not the feature, but we did play it. And I remember some of my thoughts on this, like the intro of Louisiana Cajun Girl reminded me of the Stones.
Yeah.
And just like the intro, so I'm like, okay, there's the Stones. And then some of my later thoughts on the song, I think I was talking about Jimmy Buffett. I'm just like trying to remember the conversation. I think I was mentioning Jimmy Buffett because to make a point about how there's a place for pretty much any type of sound. If you want to put in the work, if you want to tour. And, I'm like, I was kind of going back and forth. I know Joe loves this stuff and everything, and the production is great. Blues rock, it definitely brings you back to the old days. You can't ignore that. But I know some of my questions I was asking, like, I know you're saying you kind of work in construction and everything, but like, what's your vision with this? Like, what's your goal? Do you want to, like, would you be interested in just working with a booking agent and trying to find places where people love this style of music and just touring for a year? Or what do you want to do with this?
Well, that's an option. I mean, I just wanted to put the stuff out there, and now it's out there and people are starting to dig it. So why not go play a bit more, and put a great band together with great musicians, a great front singer. I want someone up front singing. I don't want the job. I'm happy playing my guitar and backups. That's what my main thing. And but yeah, that would be a lot of fun. The blues festivals. See, it's kind of hard to say a genre because I play bluegrass and everything. So I never really had a certain market in mind. I just want to put out all these songs, and just maybe someone might want to take and record one of the songs. Like I have some honky tonk too. I do it.
No, that's it, Rick. That's interesting, man. So, like, you write all this stuff, and like, if you were to tour, you wouldn't want to be the front man and the singer. You would want someone else to be that person, or
right? Yeah, because I'm playing guitar, and my voice. I mean, I can do the stuff, but I never see myself as a French singer, like to really belt it out. I mean, then again, I never really tried it. I just wanted to get the songs out the best I could, because trying to get 5 guys to record all the time, it was just too much work. So I had to do everything myself.
Got it.
Efficient way to do it, and that's what I did over a year and a half. I mean, everybody's paid up and everything, and there's no debt, and the recordings are out there, and I'm back in the studio again in March. But
Cool.
The options are there. I never expected it to kind of snowball like this, but I appreciate the input and ideas people like yourselves are giving me, so it's great.
No, man, I was just checking your SoundCloud links. There's a few comments. People are liking it, man. Like, it's people like, sometimes they like getting brought back to kind of the old days, like with a fresh take on it, I guess. I mean, we actually get a lot of music that kind of falls in this range where we're not even sure if it's like 30 years old or if it was just recorded like this year or something. Which, I mean, that I don't know. That's like an interesting process to me. Like Joe and I talk about this. Like, is this just like did someone just send us like a 40-year-old recording, or they just love like old style music and they're kind of putting their own take on it? And the fact that we're not sure, to me, is actually cool. Well, the fact that we can't figure it out is actually a cool thing to me. But yeah, Joe, come back, man.
Thanks, man. Thanks.
Joe, you're muted.
Sorry, I muted my mic because I was trying to be cool. That was Deeper with Dave. Hope you got a lot out of that. Rick, I really appreciate you, spending the time to come and hang out with us. All the featured artists that come in here, they got to hang out with us for like an hour, and smell us, our BO and everything. So appreciate you. Why don't you close yourself out here and let people know where we can find your music, find you online, all that stuff, give some shout outs, whatever you want to do, and we'll say goodnight to you.
Okay, first of all, thank you all so much for having me on the show. A real honor, a privilege. You can find my stuff at rickmercermusic.com. That's my site, and I'm on Facebook too, but mainly on that site, and you'll find me. I'm on Twitter too, Rick Mercer Music. Not the comedian. We have a comedian up here, Rick Mercer. I'm not that guy. Rick W. Mercer.
Gotcha.
Thanks a lot, guys. Real great.
Yeah, man, definitely. Don't be a stranger. Dave, you look like you got something to say.
Oh, we'll be in touch, Rick, man.
Thanks, man. I appreciate everything. You guys are great.
Cool.
Good man. You're a good man.